Hi everyone, Linda Israel here. Thank you so much for being here during my live stream. I greatly appreciate your support. I've pre-recorded this so that we can have some of the behind the scenes done while you listen to me for just a moment. I again want to thank you so very much for being here during my live stream. If you could give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends so that they can come join us. And if you will also give me a comment in the comment section after this video is done, and then definitely speak up in the chat and say hi. Lastly, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Now, if you're watching this as a replay, generally, if you're on a computer, you can go down below and look for the little gear. You can change that and make the speed faster. If you're on a mobile device, look up in the corner, up in this area for 3 little dots, and you can change the speed there as well. Those of you that are here live, do definitely speak up in the chat. I greatly appreciate you being here. Well, those that are here live earn a virtual currency. Junkie Joe should be coming up here in just a moment, and you'll be able to check how many bucks that you have. What are bucks? They're junk bucks. It's just a virtual point system that I have created on my account when we're live so that you can redeem those once you get to 2,000 for a $10 off coupon to my shop. So you can type exclamation point bucks to see how many that you have. And if you have 2,000 and you're ready for a coupon code, type exclamation point award, and my official note takers will take down that information. Now, if you haven't already created an account on my website at lindaisrael.com, please do so, and then send me a message through the contact form letting me know what your YouTube username is. Why? So I'll have your email address and I can email you your coupon code. Also, if you make a donation throughout this live stream, you can be added to my YouTube donators membership that I have on my website. So again, create an account, say, hey, Linda, I donated, and tell me what your username is on YouTube if it's different. That way I can get you added to that. At the end of this stream, I will have journals made, and you will have the opportunity to win one of those journals. Throughout the live stream, we'll have some various raffles, and we also have in-chat games. So be looking out for that in the chat, and I'll kind of speak it up when I get to it. For example, if you type exclamation point raffle, right now you can be in a chance to win 200 junk bucks. So you'll be well on your way to getting 2,000 junk bucks. Normally, Robin is my official note taker. Sometimes Angelica is my official note taker. It kind of depends on what's going on. These are members and administrators of my Facebook group, the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group. If you haven't joined that group, we'd love to have you come and join us over there. What else? Let's keep the chat upbeat, friendly, and helpful. Hey, if you have a question, try to put it in all caps. That way I'll see it. If I don't see it, please don't be offended. The chat sometimes moves fast, and I'm usually looking down trying to create things. So please ask again. But if you know the answer that someone else's question, please go ahead and answer for them. I greatly appreciate that. Let's see, what else? Oh, if you have a YouTube channel, you can't post your link, but you can say, I have a YouTube channel, and tell us a little bit about it. Tell us your channel name, something like that. Tell us what you do. We're going to get started here in just a moment. I'm looking at the time. So roughly 5 minutes is when I'll get started. So it should be just a few more seconds. So definitely hang out in the chat, and we'll get started here in just a moment. Hello, everybody. Linda Israel. My hair changed from the intro. Hey, if you haven't already entered the raffle, type exclamation point raffle. Exclamation point RAFFLE. So you can get in there. There'll be 200 junk bucks in our first raffle today. I also have, for those of you that like them, I've got some mop-up papers I'll be giving away a little bit, as well as I found in my stash as I was trying to get inventory. All right, now cooperate. Inventory ready for the subscription box. I found that I had some sets of, this is all I have left in the printed form of the Bella Rose Garden, and I have mini journals kits, so I will have those a little bit later as a giveaway. Thank you to Robin for thank you Robin. Thank you, Robin, for being here, being my administrator. She's also administrator in the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group. If you haven't checked that out, please do so. It's an amazing group where we allow you to come and fellowship with other like-minded people. You get to share what you're working on. If you have a video you want to share once every 24 hours, you're allowed to share, so long as you also leave comments on other members' posts. So don't just drop a link and jet out. We want you to communicate and fellowship with our other members. Hey, Eric, so good to see you here. Hello. And Robin likes my hair straight. Well, thank you. That's so nice of you. So we're working with the Dancing Dragonfly Subscription Box today. So what I have done is I've kind of pre-curated a few pages, so it'll go a little bit faster, I hope. I have a lot to show you, so hopefully I won't drone on and talking. What I'm going to start with is I have one of the pieces of paper that comes in the kit. You get several sheets of text weight paper in various colors, and I've got a stencil from the May Stencil Club. So I'm going to start off with the Tattered Angels Glimmer Mists kit that matches the Dragonfly kit, Dancing Dragonfly Tattered Angels. By the way, if you go to my website, go to the store, I have made a category that says Dragonfly products, I think it is, something like that. So you can check out all the things that I call related to the Dragonfly kit. So I'm shaking it up, and this is called Blue Water. I'm going to spritz over this purple. I like the way this blue looks when you do that. And then in the kit, you also get a pale blue page. So I'm going to lay that on top of the stencil, like so. And I'm just mopping it up just a little bit. And I'm just going to grab the same blue water and spritz the back of this page. And I'll set it aside because I want to use it later in just a moment to make a page. All right, so we're going to take up the stencil and move that out of the way. And I wanted to have another pattern on this side. So first what I did was I took the blue water and I just want to kiss the page just a little, not a lot of texture. Then I'm going to lay down the stencil that comes in the Dancing Dragonfly subscription box. By the way, the digital portion, the graphics, if you will, of the kit were designed by Narella, and she even used some of my stencil designs in the kit. I just love how it came together. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, Terry. I did my own nails. Can you believe it? I did my own nails. It took me a long time. You always forget to spritz the back, Julie. I try to remember that. Did y'all see the cover I made? I'll show it to you in a little bit. Ooh, get your gel plates out and have some fun, especially with stencils. So now I'm coming in with the deep blue Tattered Angels, and we're adding a little bit of pattern. I meant to really go down the center around the edges, but, you know, sometimes you get a little carried away when you're talking. So I'm just going to lay this page inside here. Again, I'm mopping up, and I'll just go ahead and spritz the back side of this page. And I'll set that aside. So that's a mop up of that. And there it is. Cool, cool, cool. Like it? It doesn't take very long for it to dry. They may have a little bit of transfer at first when you're messing with it, so you may get a little bit of the mica on your hands. If you don't like the dirty side of Tattered Angels, which is it transfers the glimmer to you, grab a paper towel, a soft cloth, and just rub over the page just a little bit after it's dried, and that'll help pick up any of that loose stuff so it doesn't transfer to your hands. I don't mind. I think I'm just sharing a little glimmer with anybody that happens to pick up my journal. These back up here. So prior to the video today, I made some mop-up papers. In fact, I'll have a tutorial that'll come out tomorrow, and I'll show you the page that I made here in just a little bit. But I made a bunch of mop-up papers in the video, and then I took some of those mop-up papers and made a journal page. Well, this is one of the pieces that was left over. So this is where I sprayed through the stencil, had the stencil laying down, took a book page, laid it on top, and I mopped up some Tattered Angels. I went ahead and cut this to be 11 inches wide, and it's about not quite 2 inches tall. I didn't want to back it with any more papers because it makes it kind of bulky. So I just folded over the edge and glued it down. And we're going to go over to the sewing cam. Exactly. Tossing a little sparkle everywhere you go. We're going to stitch down there. What's the color and glimmer mist called? I called it Dancing Dragonflies. And it's a kind of like a Tiffany blue with a gold shimmer to it. It's really quite interesting how it looks. I chose that color because I was trying to do something a little bit different than what we have before. And then we also have in there that I haven't even used yet today is a transparent gold. So it'll put a gold shimmer on any color. It doesn't really change the color of it. It just gets gold. All right, so we're going to go over to the sewing machine. And we're going to stitch right down the sides, okay? What type of paper do you use? So this paper here is probably about a 24 pound copy paper. This was a page out of a dictionary, so it's relatively thin. If the paper's too thin, I will glue more than one piece of paper together. In the kit, in the subscription box, it's 100-pound cardstock for the cover and for the elements, and it is a 32-pound, I think, for the pages. Text weight paper. All right, did I get all the questions? All right, we're going to go over here to the sewing machine. All right, if I don't lose my camera. Are you there? Can you see me? I'm going to sew now. So I have my machine set up with a standard zigzag stitch. I have the width and length set at 2 and 2. I have black thread in the upper and the lower. I'm using a regular needle. In fact, I use the same needle until it breaks or bends. And when my machine starts messing up, that's when I get a new needle. So I'm just going to start on the edge and then sew all the way down. You want to make sure that your glue is dry before you go to the sewing machine. Now, I glued this a long time ago, maybe an hour ago. All right, so then I will cut the thread and I'll flip it around. I love this machine because it's got an automatic threader and it's got an automatic thread cutter. All right, so I'm going to fold this in half, and then I'm going to grab the page that we just made, and hopefully, maybe if I do it this way. So I'm putting it across the bottom there. You see that? So I'm going to line it up. My screen went yellow-green. And then I'm just going to stitch right on this edge, just to attach this pocket to the page. So I'm using my junk with my pretty paper. And I've made junk pretty paper. All right, so that's sewn. Hey, Suzanne and Jerry, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, Morgan. Thank you so much. You like that, Julie? Isn't that cool how that comes together? All right, so now I'm going to take this page and fold it in half. And I already had gone around the edge with Distress inks. I use Walnut Stain. So it looks like I missed this one, so we'll just hit it real quick. But I try to go around the edge with a little bit of Walnut Stain. So see how that comes together as a little pocket? Alrighty, so now I've got thingies. We have thingies we're going to put in and on our pocket here. So I've got some new rubber stamps in my shop. If y'all didn't know, I got rubber stamps. I'm really excited about them. All right, so I'm getting all the little thingies. I started doing something a little bit differently when I get ready for my live streams. I have a baking tray that I've been putting all the pieces in, and then that way I can kind of keep track of what I need to use. I don't know, it seems to help me make sure I use everything. Alrighty, so now we're at this point, and we need to put something up here, and we'll find a little something to put down here on the bottom. So I think what I want to do first is I've got from the kit, it says 7621, and I think that'd be really cute just glued right there in the corner. And you know, you can add more layers if you want. I am going to show that in a different spot where I add some other layers of things. But I just want to show you that you can also not add a bunch of layers. I'm going to put this one down here. It says specimen number. Yep, best used for a baking tray, unless it's making cookies. Is the lamb not working? Let me see what I can do. If I can go, where is it? Oh, here, let's do this. The lamb worked. I just not seen any. So Margie donated $40. Thank you, Margie. And Robin donated $5. And then it says I donated $97, but I didn't. Gotta feed the cat, Margie says. All right, so we've got that side. I've got one of the little rubber stamps from my Dragonfly set. I've got 4 different size and patterned rubber stamps of dragonflies that I've added to my shop. This is a prototype, so it doesn't stamp perfectly. Your stamp will stamp correctly. I tried a different rubber, and I regret doing that because it stunk and it had a bunch of dust when it engraved. So it made a huge mess. Henry was not happy with me because he had to smell it all day. But my new rubber has arrived. In fact, he messaged me a little while ago and said, my new rubber's arrived. I'm engraving stamps. I'm like, yay. Okay, so I just used a dragonfly up there in the corner, and then we've got this little label. All right, so we've got this area down here. I've got a little lotus flower. When I was talking to Norella, and she was like, what are you going to put in this kit? What do you want? You were about to faint? You have a stencil and stamps of dragonflies and never had a good use for them? Well, see, you need to be having some more whimsical dragonflies. I forgot what I was going to say. Uh-oh. Linda, she has an idea. Look out, Julie. All right, so I'm going to stamp this, or let this little label here. Gotta love Henry. Poor Henry.
What was I saying before I interrupted myself? Oh, dear. All right, I like that. Okay, so prior to the video, just so I would have time to do everything, I figured this was pretty simple. I had one of the 4x4 squares in the kit. I sprayed it with the Dancing Dragonflies blue and left the black blank. I stamped Aspire to be Amazing and the same Dragonfly, and I thought that would look good right there. And then a little bit later, I'm going to show you well, here in just a moment, I'm going to show you a booklet that I made. And these were some scraps that I had left over. So a mop-up paper, and then this is like a graph paper, and this is some of that pink paper that comes in the kit. So all of these, except for the spray on the paper to make the pattern, are in the kit. So I've got a book page, and you've got the fussy cut. This is a card that I had in my stash. So I thought that would look good over there. And then this is from the kit, so I thought that would look good in there. So now let's flip it over. I gotta flip my sample over too. Oh, it's flying. It's flying everywhere. All right, so on this one, I kept it really simple. I decided that I would just glue down this domino image that Norella put in the kit. And then I've got this that says fly. I thought that was pretty cool. What are the names with numbers in parentheses? Oh, hang on. Let me see what it said. Are you talking about... Oh, no. Well, I don't know what she's saying. Oh, okay. That is a in-chat game that we play. And so whenever you see somebody put exclamation point FFA or exclamation point BOSS, they're playing an in-chat game. And now it costs you 10 junk bucks, which you're earning for free, but you could win however many. So this last time Raven won 80 junk bucks. Does that make sense? And you're brand new, Morgan. Give me just a second and I'll give you some money so you can play. Let's see. Morgan Plans? Morgan Plans, is that you? I think so. We're going to edit that. Here, let's give you 100 junk bucks. 106. There you go. You had 6 junk bucks. So now you can play the game. All right, so we're going to open this up, and I want something to go in these pockets. So I cheated before the live stream. This little postage, faux postage, is in the subscription box. But wait, there's more. I talked to Norella, and she has designed it so that I can turn it into a rubber stamp. So I'm looking forward to that because I wanted some more faux postage that we could use as a rubber stamp. So that is in the works. This is the same Dragonfly that I use. This is from the Postal Cube. And of course, I just sprayed over the envelopes. This is from the Postmark Collage. On the back side, I put down one of the Dragonflies that's in the fussy cut elements of the kit. And I glued it down to where it doesn't take up the whole thing. So you have a little envelope. I didn't put anything inside, so that's just blank. So now, for over here, I've got these elements. Now see if I can do this again because, you know, I'm special. So this is a file folder that Norella put in the kit. And a couple of weeks ago, she had another kit that had a file folder like this. And I liked playing with it. And I turned it into a little mini journal. So that's what we're going to do here. So I'm just creasing that fold. And then I have 3 sheets of paper here that were part of the mop-up, part of the kits. And what I did was, I didn't measure. Not really. I cut 4-inch wide strip that's 8.5 inches. And then I was looking at this trying to figure out, okay, what can I do? So if I fold it like that, I was just using it as a guide. I'll crease it. And then I came over here to this side and I folded it to where it didn't go past, or it shouldn't go past. Don't get it crooked now. Robin puts the link in if you need some help. Oh, Michelle's got 560 junk bucks. Ooh, no, smoke. Hey, Janet, hello. All right. Do I have glitter embossing powder for the Dragonfly stamp? I might. We're going to do some glitter later. Embossing later. All right, so I've got this piece that I made that's kind of an accordion fold. So I'm kind of looking at it. All right, I think I want it this way. I want that to be, I'll have that be my front. And then I've got this piece I'm going to put in here. And then I got this piece, so I got to look at it to make sure I got it the right way. And guess what? We're going to go back to the sewing machine because I'm going to line this up to the inside and we're going to stitch it into place. All right. I am going to do something else though. Just to help me with my stitch line, I'm just going to put my Distress ink right down the fold. It helps me line it up. All right, let's go over here. Happy dance, Julie! I am going to do some embossing somewhere else, so hang on. We're going to do some embossing in a little bit. All right, so I'm lining this up. I'm going to change this to a straight stitch, and I'm going to lengthen the stitch a little bit. I'm going to get this somewhat straight. I'm going to just stitch right down the center. Stitched. Okay, so there is this little file folder journal that I made. I thought it was kind of fun because the pages flipped out. I could fold it this way. That looks better. All right, and then I got this little number. It says Noble 56. I thought that'd be cute right there on the front. Like so. All right, so just made my own little thing. And this is a stencil design that I drew in the background. Oh, my camera's off. Lamb forgot. You like that? You like the little journal? It's kind of fun. All right, so now smoothing it out. This is our journal page that we made. So I stamped on here. We used some of the kit pieces. We made a little file folder. We have a pocket. I didn't add anything down here. You can if you want. I was trying to use as much of the kit as I could to kind of give some variety. And I've just made one earlier. It's the same concept. All right, we'll put that right here. So now let's go back to this mop-up page that we made earlier. Yeah. And I need a scrap of paper. I've got the Flourish. I think if you type Flourish, you'll find it. It's one of Beeline Design stamps. Hey, happy belated birthday, Barb. We're so glad to have you here. Hey, Farrell, let's Holly, keep it to yourselves. Well, you just told all of your closest friends right here in public. Thank you, Morgan. Thank you so much. So good to see you in the chat, Janet. All right, so I've got, hey, Ada, how are you? I'm so glad to see you. The little Flourish, and we're going to stamp it in the corner of our mop-up page. Like so. Like that. I'm going to flip it over and do the other side too. So this is a technique that I like to do because it's adding interest to the page, but it's not adding bulk. Because some of us, I'm not going to point any fingers, have a tendency to add too much bulk. And then your pages are so bulky and bumpy, it's hard to write on them. So I've really liked to try techniques where I can add interest, but it's smooth. Okay. All right, so we've got some little elements from the kit. So we're going to start with this. This is a little Dragonfly fussy cut element. Happy belated birthday. You trust us? All right, we'll put that right there. Let's flip this over. Kind of like that. Oop, I almost bent it. Don't be bending on me. I think I want to, I forgot to add it on the other, so I'm going to add it on this one. What do we've got here? Oh, here we go. With brave wings, she flies. Let's use that stamp. This is a new stamp that I added. And this is, again, a sample stamp, so it's not cut perfectly. But I couldn't waste it. I just had to use it. So I'm going to stamp that right in here. Oh, there we go. With brave wings, she flies. You see it? All right, let's add the rest of what I need on this page. This is from the kit. It says transformation. I'm going to glue that down here in the corner. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Raven. Thank you for being here. Fluffy. Some people love Fluffy. That's fine. But if I'm actually going to write in it, I need it to not be so fluffy. Although I've been bad lately. I haven't been writing in my journal like I should. And then I made this ahead of time. Y'all have seen me do it before, but I have a new stamp that's called Checkoff List. It's got dirt on it. And I just stamped it onto a random card. Again, this is a prototype, so it's got lines. And then I used one of Norella's little fussy cut elements. I thought that was kind of cute in the corner like that. All right, so let's open up to the inside. Oh, wait, I'm going to stamp on this one since I've got it made. And I've got my stamp here. Stamp it. Okay. This back over here. Did I stamp that? I was just looking to see if I remembered to stamp something. Inspired to be amazing. Okay, good. I had a stamp laying here, but I didn't use it. All right, so on this side, I've got the Admit One, and it's a beautiful, colorful ticket. And I'll glue it as a tuck spot so that if you want to put something in it, you can. I didn't get to spend as much time as I wanted. Thank you so much, Ada, for your donation. I didn't get to spend so much time this time to pre-make some journal cards. And, you know, I only have like 2.5, maybe 3 hours if I push it with y'all to make a journal. So I was trying to do as much as I could off camera, but that y'all would know what it was. And I'm going to have some tutorials. Tomorrow I'll have the journal page that I made earlier today. And then I also plan to do some rubber stamped tutorials. This is from my, what is it called? Find Your Way. Find Your Wings. Find Your Wings set. It's 4 stamps. This is one of the 4. Thought I would use it. All right, so there is another page made. Yay! We got another page made. Do, 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 do. I'm singing now. We got a page made. I'm happy. Put that over there. All right. Get the next mess out. Get the next mess out. Here we go. I got a mess going on, let me tell you. Don't worry. We've got this in a moment. Okay. Woo! That's a mess. So I've got the stencil from the Stencil Club. I'm missing. There it is. The Tattered Angels. I got Dancing Dragonflies. from the subscription box. Poke, poke, nudge, nudge. Not from the Stencil Club, from the subscription box. I'm not talking right. Can you use your brand stamp images and journals that we sell? Yes, you can use the stamped images to sell your journals. You're not allowed to stamp it, scan it in, and then sell a stamped image of that. You can physically, manually stamp it onto things, and you can use it for items that you sell. All right, so I have here a sheet of music. You get one in the subscription box, and I'm going to get out my spray books. I wanted to alter this. So some of y'all like to do tea dyeing and coffee dyeing. I don't do that very often. I kind of prefer colorizing my paper as I use it in the journal. Thank you, Margarita, for your donation. By the way, those of you that donated, make sure you go over to my website, lindaisrael.com. If you haven't already created an account, please do so. And then send me a message to the contact me so that I can get you added to the YouTube donator membership on my website, which gives you a 5% discount on many things in my shop. So thank you for your donation. It also gets you some free digital downloads, which are going to be some more new coming. But I like having blank paper in my stash that isn't necessarily vintage looking in that it's not coffee dyed or tea dyed, because I usually like brighter colors in my journals. Now, you can do the same thing. I had someone ask me today about vintage colors. You can get the craft, the walnut stain, the coffee shop, the old penny tattered angels, and those will create some beautiful browns with that shimmer. And again, you can do it at a whim. So if you want one page darker than another page, you'll be able to do that. We have enough money donated for one journal today, y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your donations. I have enough supplies made up here to make 2 journals. I'm just drying the page with my heat tool a little bit so it's not sopping wet before I go on to the next. All right, so now I'm going to take the stencil from the subscription box. Thank you, Sherry, for your donation. And I've got the green. It's called Lily Pad. I was trying to come up with clever names, but I wasn't doing very good. And my cap is leaking. I think I didn't have it on all the way. It's got a messy top. I'm wiping it away. Okay. So you want to shake it side to side, and I do recommend that you leave the top off when you shake it. You try to remember if I have a dragonfly. Yes, I do have a dragonfly stencil. And by the way, those of y'all, if you have a subscription box coming to you and you would like to place an additional order, send me a quick message right after this live stream and I will give you a coupon code for free shipping so that you can combine shipping and not pay additional, okay? All right, I'm going to spray all the way around. And you know what? I'll just mop this up. So let me grab a piece of paper. Yep, that's what I want to do. I'll just mop that up. So that'll be on there. But look how the pattern turns out. Isn't that cool? All right, so now I'm going to put it on. Wait, did I do that on the other one? No, I didn't. It just bled through. Okay, I think I'm good. I'm just going to add a spritz or 2 of green on this side. There. That kind of helps pull that green to the side. All right, let's get that out of there. I like it. Oh, wait. We're not done yet with my spray box. I'm going to set this aside so it can dry. And I've got some of these tear-off notepads. Now, if you don't have little notebook paper, oh, thank you, Rhonda, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can get a junior legal notepad, and you can tea dye it, coffee dye it, You can use Kool-Aid to dye it. You can use beets. You can use avocado skins, or you can use Tattered Angels Glimmer Mists. You could use just about anything to dye your paper. So don't think just because I bought a couple of pads of these that you have to do exactly what I'm doing. So I'm going to lay this into my spray box here and grab the half sheet stencil. This is one side of it. And I think what I want to do is I've got the purple pop. I think the purple would look good on that pink. So I'm going to shake it up, baby, now. Shake it up, baby. All right, that one's I did earlier. Now we can kind of do that. All right, so I'm going to spritz this. And then I have some in a pale purple, and I'm going to lay them on top. And I'm going to grab a scrap of paper and just rub that. That's just picking up that excess that's around the outside edges, so I don't put a wet stencil over to the side. A million colors. There is, I think, I can't remember if it was 200 and something, Terry, and I have most of them. I don't know if y'all could see this. Here, I'm going to move the camera. Bear with me a moment. All right, so do you see in that corner over there? That's 1, 2, 3 shelves of Tattered Angels. This drawer right here is full of Tattered Angels. This is a different Tattered Angels product, but that's a Tattered Angels, and there's some more up there. So there's a bunch, and that's not even all of them. I have some in Ziploc baggies behind me because I ran out of room on my shelf, and yeah, I got a bunch. Okay, so all right. What I want to do now is I've got these little scraps of paper, and I've got a rubber stamp here. So if I look at this page that I'm going to fold in half, it's still a little damp, but we're okay. All right, so there's going to be my page. I want to put this on there, and I want to put this on there, but I want to add something to it. I also have these purple papers that Robin hates because it's got a weird texture. Oh, the drawing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, I did not. Let me do the drawing. I forgot. A million colors. All right, let's do the drawing, do the giveaway. Everybody's in, I think, so we got a bunch. Thank y'all for being here today. I greatly appreciate your support. All right, the winner is Ada. Congratulations. I'll give you your 200 junk bucks after the live stream. Robin will remind me. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Yeah, we're going to do that. I've got 2 that I'm going to give away today of these Bella Rose Garden mini journal kits. It's 2 covers. It's 4 two-sided journal pages, 2-sided journal covers. You can kind of see the colors in there. I don't even have them listed in my shop anymore. Apparently, you're very welcome. So we're going to give those away, and I'll give them away as 2 separate drawings, meaning that I'll call 2 names when the drawing happens. So Bella Rose Garden Mini. And we'll open that up. All right, so y'all get in on the raffle. All right, I think this is that paper that Robin hates, but I kind of like it. So I'm going to glue this down first because pockets take a little while to dry, and I want to be able to put my card in and move on. So I'm just going to cheat and get this glued down now, even though I will kind of tuck in my other paper. I'm going to do this on the other side too. It's going to match. Raffle! You're welcome, welcome, welcome. Again, thank y'all for being here and hanging out with me. If you have any questions, do feel free to ask in the chat. If I don't see it, just ask again or poke Robin and maybe she'll see it and remind me. Okay, so we're putting that down. All right, I think I want to put like this. So I want to do something with this piece. Get my scrap. And I've got another one, so I'm gonna do it twice. So I've got these two pieces. And I splurged. I went to Joann's Crafts yesterday. I went yesterday, and they had the Ranger ink pads for 30% off. So I compared the price on Amazon because it's free shipping, and I was looking at the store and I'm like, well, this is cheaper. So I finally bought one. It's kind of an interesting color. It's not quite black. It's not quite gray. It's kind of charcoaly. I mean, it's called watering can, but I don't know. So what I'm going to do is go over this edge just a little bit and stamp from the Lace Duo. This is from, I feel like the camera's not right. Oh, you're missing the chat? You were busy on my site? So look what it did. It's not quite black. It's not quite gray, but I really love that texture. I'm going to do it again. It's magic, y'all. It's magic. This is from the Lace Duo from Beeline Designs. I like it. Do you like it? It looks good, I think. All right, so now I'm going to come back over here and I want to glue this into place. So I'm going to glue it up here. I've already gone around the edge with Distress Inks. I'm sorry, Robin. I had to get fabric. I was on a mission on Saturday to go to Hobby Lobby, get my fabric, and leave. I did not wander around for maybe 2 minutes, and I was out of there because I had so much work to do. Well, Robin knows I made her do some of it. You like that color? It's a cool color. I kind of like it. It's not quite black. It's kind of a grayish blue. I don't know. It's an interesting color. All right, so I'm going to line this up and kind of bring it down into the pocket just a tad. Okay, I'm going to flip it over and let's do this side. We're going to do it in the same fashion. We'll just put this one over here. You have watering can. I like that color. You know, isn't it a fabulous detail? That was a stamp that Beverly curated. She traveled all over, and she went to Paris. She went all over the United States collecting images, graphics, original stuff from, you know, before the 1900s in some cases. She hand drew a lot of designs. She had a variety of rubber stamps, or has, that I'm offering to you guys. And there's still stamps I haven't even put in my shop yet of hers. So I will still be selling Beeline Designs rubber stamps because I love them. My rubber stamp line is designed mainly because I wanted to have a few select things that maybe she didn't carry. And phrases. I really love phrases, and I don't get to use that many of them because there aren't that many. All right, so I have the rubber stamp that says, "Don't forget to fly." So I'm just going to line that up with my acrylic block. And we're going to use the jet black so you can see kind of the difference. And we're going to stamp this right up here. Don't forget to fly. Try not to rock the stamp or you get a marks. All right, don't forget to fly. Use them wings, baby. All right, so now we're going to find my Dragonfly stamp that I used, which wasn't that one. It was this one. No, it wasn't that one either. Where is it? Ah, I put it up. Can you believe it? I put something up, y'all. So I am using each of the 4 dragonflies that I have in my shop. So I'm going to stamp this over here. And I'll stamp this one over there. I like it. Don't forget to fly. Okay, so then I'm going to put this back over here for now. I need some little embellishments. Here we go. They were hiding. So we're going to put this dragonfly right there. We're kind of just decorating out the page. So Julie always yells at me that I cover up the paper. So I thought, you're seeing the green. We've got the pink. We've got the purple. We've got this purple. We're gonna break this up now. We're getting out of the relationship. We're done with them. We're just going to cover it up. Thank you, Robin. I try to make the subscription box really packed full of stuff for y'all. In fact, I didn't even use everything putting the journal together today. I hope I'm not missing a dragonfly. All right, that's going to go on this side. I'm going to flip it over. Gotta find my other dragonfly. There he is. He was hiding. How dare he? These are all fussy cut elements from the kit that I'm using, that I just printed. The physical box will be printed on 100-pound cardstock. If you have the digital, you can put it on whatever you like. You just won't get all these awesome papers and stencils. Isn't that dragonfly fun, Barb? Okay, we'll put that right there. Hello? Hey, Range, I need your address so I can send you your prize. You won a prize. I will be mailing out some prizes this week. Unless you are a person that ordered something or has a subscription box coming, then your prize is going to go in there. It depends on how much money I have when I do my shipping. How many go out? I'm behind a little bit, but we're getting there. Okay, so now I have these journal cards that come in the kit. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill the pocket. I like that. And I like that. Well, I wanted more here. So I happen to have from the subscription box this little journal card. And I think it's 6 inches wide. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 5 inches wide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 inches tall. And I decided that I would like it better if it was folded in half. So I decided, well, why don't I just go ahead and lay it in the spray box here. And we'll get out the Dancing Dragonfly color. Spit rainbows. Alright. The green doesn't matter. The dragonfly breathe fire. Just ask for a friend. Margie, you're so bad. I just barely spritzed it with the... And it, it's hard for y'all to see it as I stutter. It starts to get like a little gold ring when it dries. I love the way this looks. And a lot goes a long way. We don't need a bunch. All right. Oh, look. I've created another mop-up page, y'all. I'm making a pile for you. I'll add these too. That's going to be a good giveaway here in just a little bit. Y'all need to stick around. I keep getting mop-up pages in here. Okay. Stay. I don't need this anymore. Oh, thank you, Janice, for your donation. I'm going to fold this in half. I'll use my bone folder. And it looks like I didn't put some Distress inks on it, so I'll grab my walnut stain and go around there. Thank you so much, Janice. All right, now, y'all be nice. Well, are you liking what you're seeing for the Dragonfly kit? I hope you like it. I really love the colors. As I was fussy cutting things out and playing with it today, I'm like, I just really like this kit. I love it. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Let me move this out of the way so you can see. I've got this little card here, and I'm going to grab a couple of different dragonflies. So I've got one. So we've got, this is not the straight guy. Let's get the straight guy. Let me get this straight guy. We're going to ink it up. And I'm going to line it up with the edge, just kind of halfway. Oh, not halfway, but halfway this way. So you get half the dragonfly. Put that there. The mop-up papers hit the floor. Set it right here. Okay. And then I'm switching to one of the other dragonflies. Thank you, Bevies, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're going to stamp it right here. And it's just a simple way. Come on, Bevies, little sheep is dancing away. Oh my goodness. So it's just a simple little card that I just made for journaling that we'll just pop in like that. And then you get this neat layered effect. You like it? All right. Did you see it? Did you get it? Did you get your screenshot? I'll stop right there for a moment. I'll even get a drink. I like it. Let's flip it over. So on this side, we have these two pieces. And then my mother-in-law, I love her because she gives me the coolest things. Here it is. She gets stuff in the mail from all these places. They're like, well, do you donate some money? And she's like, well, just because I donated once doesn't mean I'm going to do it again. But they'll give her cool stuff. So she gave me some address labels. I've got to look at them to see how I want to cut them apart, but they have flowers on them. And then this little notepad, I just thought was kind of pretty. So I took one off and I folded it in half lengthwise, up and down. And I put some distress ink so I know where the center is. And what I thought I would do is we're going to line this up with the center of the journal and paste it down. Yeah. When you were little, you were scared of dragonflies. Dragonflies are really interesting creatures. Their wings are independent, so they can fly forwards, frontwards, sideways, do tight circles, depending on the species of them, and hover. It's really quite interesting how much their eyesight, what they can see really well. All right, so we're going to take these pieces, and I think what I want to do is just kind of bring it down a little bit. I want a little bit of a border here so we can see that pretty paper in the background. Oh, you don't like real ones? We sit outside because behind our property, it's a storm drain, okay? We call them storm drains. So when it rains really hard, the water will rise really high in the storm drain, and it doesn't flood the homes. The rest of the year, or the time that it's not raining, it's just a little trickle of water. Sometimes it'll go dry in the summer, the heat of summer, but mostly it's just a little trickle of water. So we call it the storm drain, or the creek. But we get dragonflies because of it. There's just enough water, I guess, when the heat of dragonflies come up, that they're able to come out of their larvae states and create themselves a new life. Too insecty for you? They even mate while flying. Yes, they do. In tandem, they will also deliver the eggs. The female will stay, the male will have his abdomen attached to the back of her head. Can you imagine? He's leading you around. This is where you're going to leave your eggs, lady. Okay, so I have my little dainty flower duo, quartet. Yeah, there's 4 of them. And I'm looking at it. This is where the stem is. So I want to stamp this as if it's coming in from the edge of the page. And I'll kind of rotate it every so often. You see that? Just adds a little texture. It's some of the same techniques that Norella's doing digitally when she's adding texture around the corners. She'll use word stamps and whatnot. Okay, I like that. I'm going to come down here just a little bit more. Right about there. And maybe right there. And then while I've got this, I put them all on the block because I tend to use them more often if they stay on my desk. So this is the one of the flowers on the other side. Get rid of that. Okay. And then, where'd it go? I need the big one. Here's my big dragonfly. And I'm going to get this centered and stamp it up here at the top. Ta-da! So it's halfway between the pages. So you can see it on this side and that side. Or if you're at the center, you can see it like that. Ain't that clever? I know you think it is. Makes you glad you're not a dragonfly. Exactly. Can you imagine? All right, so now I've got some ephemera pieces. Thank you, Sherry. The random things we learned. We don't want to be a dragonfly. I got another element from the kit here. Yes, the fireflies. Yep. The little bitty ones. We've got all kinds of different sizes. You got your damsels, and we have the great big ones. I like how this looks. I don't know. It's just, maybe I'm just too simple, but I just love it. And I was worried that because Norella had quite a bit of yellow in the kit, that since I didn't add yellow Tattered Angels, but I think I like it with using the yellow part coming out of the kit elements. I like that. Okay, so these are some more of the fussy cut elements. I'm going to make these as a tuck spot down at the bottom. So again, we're still seeing some of the background. I didn't cover it all up. Aren't you happy? Oh, good, Morgan. I'm glad you're learning kind of new stuff. Yay, I'm glad. So I'm just putting glue right on this outside edge. Now, if you want, you could attach this to another piece of paper, a book page. I wanted to have that view behind it be different than just a book page. I like it. And then we've got this journal card that's going to go over here. And then look at this one, that punch of color. And that'll go over here. You like it? I like it. All right, so let's see here. Let me fold the page. All right, so there's our page. You like it? Julie, remind me a little bit to do some embossing. I think after I get done with the next couple of pages that we could just go ahead and do that, but I want to do it at the end. Thank you, Raven, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, my next tray. Okay. So in my session that I had of doing some spray. Oh, thank you, Suzanne. Thank you so much for your donation. Before the live stream, I just sprayed with Tattered Angels. I made patterns so that I would have some pattern paper to use as a foundation. And then I happen to have a book page that was part of what I was putting together. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to fold it in half. And I'm going to cut it. So I'm going to get my cutter out. Move it on over. Move it on over. It's easier to cut this paper when it's dry. So that's why I did it earlier. I did glue 2 pieces of paper together, so it's thicker than just one. So if you notice, it's a different type of paper on the other side. So I glued those together. And now what I want to do is, or I cut them apart, is I'm going to come down here to the edge and probably start this way. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Tanya, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Move these over here. They're bugging me. Okay, so I'm going to come over here to this edge. I'm going to get my stylus that has now disappeared. Where did you go? Seriously? There it is. Okay, so I'm going to just use my stylus and crease right where that text ends, okay? And I'll fold it over. I'll use my distress inks to kind of mark where that edge is so I know. All right, so I want to next go about to 2-inch mark. And it's going to be just below where that text ends, but that's okay. Okay, so I'll fold that up. All right, so my page in my journal is 5.5 inches. So what I'm going to do is where this fold is, I'm going to line that up to 5 1/4. Then I'm going to, so I'll fold that real fast so that I know where that ends. And then I'm going to just trim off this excess because I don't need it. Okay, so I'm going to do that again. So we're going to go over here. We're going to score, fold that off. We're going to go at 2 inches. And in this case, I'm going to go ahead and kind of trim off this excess book page that goes past the color here because it kind of gets in the way. All right, so we've got this play. So now we're going to go out to the 2 1/4 mark. Don't do that. Fold it on over. All right, and then we're just going to cut off a little bit of that excess. So we're making a pocket out of a book page. Use 2 book pages back to back if your paper's too thin and it seems to tear when you start to do this. Now what I do, I was making this pocket so that we would have room to put a full-size card in there if we wanted to. I don't always do this, but I just wanted to show it again today. I've shown it in other live streams. All right, so now I'm just going to go around the edges and we're going to trim off the corner on the bottom like so. We'll do it again. Oh, we had a bunch of people in the boss fight that got 16 points. So several of you won, even though you didn't see your name. Oh, missed a corner. Okay, so I've got that piece. But wait, there's more. I have another piece here of paper that was cut off. And so I'm just going to fold over the edge all the way down. It's just a scrap. It was 1.5 inches, 1 1/4. I mean, it's a tiny scrap. And I'm just folding over the edge so that it'll be a little bit stronger. And because there's holes in that edge and I didn't really want them. Okay. So I'm just going to press it out. All right, so now if I take this and line this up, it just so happens to be shorter than my book page pocket. So I'm going to do that. I want to add, I'm using all the scraps, y'all. Are you following me? Are you following what I'm doing? Okay, so now I've got this piece and this piece and this piece and this piece. And if I was really savvy, I'd find a way to use these corners, but they're going in the trash. Okay, so now, dun, da, 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 dun, da, 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 da. I have one of my new border stamps that I'm going to use. I love this little border. And I've got to get out the ink. And I'm going to stamp this onto this little piece of paper here. I know, right? That's crazy. So I may have to get my head in the way. So I'm just going to line this up to where it's in the center and towards the top. Da-da-da! Isn't that a cute little pattern? Now you might be able to draw that, but I like to be able to stamp it. All right, and I stamp that. All right, so now, and I can't remember if I've got this one in the shop yet, so it'll be added tomorrow if I don't have it up there. It's another border stamp. Get it straight. And then I'm going to take this piece and stamp it right across the top. You don't get the full arrow, so I probably should have resized it a little bit, but I kind of like it. So, all right, so now we've got that piece up there. But wait, there's more. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this piece across the bottom here as if it is a pocket. So watch. So I didn't glue it all the way down. I just glued it up the edges. Okay. And we're going to glue this onto our page. So it'll be drying. I'm hungry. I ate my lunch. Well, I ate some leftovers. I didn't eat all of it, but I was full. But now I'm hungry. I hate that when it happens. All right, do you see what I did there? Isn't that cute? I like it. You never seen a border stamp? You like that? That's kind of cute. So I've got border stamps now in my shop. I'm so tickled too because I've always wanted more. I have a few that Beverly has and I use hers, but I kind of wanted some more patterns because I figured y'all were getting sick of me using the same thing over and over and over. So we got something new. This is new. Now I'm just going to wear this out for a couple of weeks. Coming up with different ways to use those stamps. All right, so we're going to glue it down. We're gluing it down. One tab at a time, my dear. Glue it down. All right, here we go. Hold it down. You love the stencil that comes in the kit? Thank you, Robin. I do too. I hand drew that. I need to clean my hands off a little bit. Folding that paper, and I kind of get some Tattered Angels glitter and glam on me. Back and forth, back and forth. That's what dogs do, Julie. I just left the back door open. Okay, so now, where am I? Okay. I'm getting my sample out. Oh. Did y'all see the cute little library card stamp that I now offer in my shop? Did you see? Did you see? All right, watch. This is the tiny library card. Oh, I'm off camera. Sorry, guys. Getting in camera. It's a tiny, tiny, tiny library card. Isn't that cute? I have fun making that. I made a standard size one as a request that was given to me, but I didn't know that it was also wanted to have a tiny, tiny one. All right, I think I'm at the point now. We've got one of the Dragonfly stamps again. So I'm going to take this and stamp it in the center, closer to the spine, like that. And then, where is it? Oh yeah, I got these guys. I got these little flags that are part of the kit. So let me go one right there. Oh, where's my scrap of paper? I got to do another stamp too for y'all. I'm just going to go there. I'm liking this. You like all the color? I know, I'm weird. I like color. Okay. So we go there. Oh, so I need to then make another piece. So I've got a pink piece of cardstock that was left over from when I was doing the Enchanted Rose junk journal kits. And this is from the Find Your Wings set. The frame is from that set, and the date is from the companion word stamps. If you order the words at the same time as you order the frame, you'll be able to put some of the words inside the frame and stamp them together at the same time. If you order them at separate times, because we make each stamp individually but in a sheet, it could be different the next time, so it might have a little height difference. So if you have that, that's just all that's happened. You'll just have to stamp it separately. All right, so we stamp it once. Stamp it again. See that? And we'll just cut this out. You love the color? Thank you. Yes, I have a wish list thing, Julie. I do. There's a wish list thing on my shop. Just create an account, and you can put it in your wish list. And Julie, if there's something you want, let me know before I send your box so that you don't have to pay additional shipping, or not as much for shipping, because I can combine it if you want something. Okay, I'll weigh it and make sure that we're charging you the right amount for shipping, because Australia is expensive. I just lost one of my dear customers in her country because shipping was like $40. It's $45. It's like crazy. All right, so now I've got this little word that says date, and I'm just going to come in with my distress ink. You see that? And that's going to go on there. All right. Set it down. We're getting there a little at a time. All right, that's going to go like that. And then we're going to come over here and put this one down. Like so. All right, so I made this a double pocket here. So we need to put stuff in it, right? Right. All right, so we're going to have, that's going to go there in this little pocket. That's going to go right side up over here. And then Norella had some of these gorgeous colors that I just love. So we're going to put those in here. And then I cut out some library cards for y'all. And that's going to go in there. Okay. But we need something in the back. So I have here 2, 3, or 4x4 journal cards that come in the kit. And what we're going to do is find a rubber stamp that I misplaced a moment ago. But I got it now. This is the stamp that says, live your best life. Okay. So we're going to ink this up. And I want one with it on the left side. And I want one with it on the right side. Okay. So we got those two. put this back where it belongs so I can find it later. In the kit, you get 2 flowers. They're all going to be random. And I wanted to show y'all that if you get yourself a straight pin, and of course, now that I'm trying to do it live, I won't be able to do it. Get yourself a straight pin. There it goes. And then you can peel the back off. Okay? So we're going to take this guy and put it right there. And then we're going to do the same thing with this one. Just use my little straight pin. Come on. Man, I knew I was pushing it, trying to do both of them during the live. Ah! I may have to get my other glasses. All right, y'all ready to watch me be nerdy? This is what I do. I get another pair of glasses, and then I can see a little better. It's like it won't quite let me. Y'all just talk amongst yourself. There's no pressure here, Linda. Just, peel the backing off. All right, I'm about to give up on this one and try to grab a different one. I wanted purple. There's a purple. Let's see if I can get this one. There we go. That other one just didn't want to do it. I just had to give up on it. So don't give up on it. Give it a moment. I'm going to use my bone folder, put my needle, pin, straight pin back, and I'm just going to rub over the top of that to help stick it down. But I thought they were too pretty. I just had to use them, okay? So we're going to put one right there and one right there. Isn't that cute? You like it? You are bad. All right, let's flip it over and let's do this side. All right, Julie. We're going to do some embossing now. I got my embossing powder out. Got some other rubber stamps here. All right, so first let me do this because I want to make sure it's done. I've got the French script stamp, and I'm just going to randomly stamp it in this upper area, okay? So I'm not really getting a full impression, and that's what I want, is just kind of a spotty little impression. So that's why I did it that way. It's just a good way to add a little texture to that. And I've got a couple of the word elements from the kit, so that's how we're adding another layer there. Okay. And we'll just do this. Oh, I almost put that sideways. I was looking at something on my desk. All right, so I also have in my stamp set from the Dainty Cube a little flowers. So we'll stamp those in the corners like so. Okay, and then we're going to come over here. I've got my little tray that I like to use, and I have 2 of the chipboard pieces from the Dragonfly kit. I've got a Versamark ink pad, so I'm just kind of pressing my ink pad onto this chipboard, and we're going to use embossing powder over the top of this, and the Versamark is what helps the embossing powder stick to our chipboard. If you use glue, what will happen is it will bubble. So you really want to use embossing ink or a Versamark ink. Then I've just got some blue, kind of a glittery, it says blue tinsel. I don't know, it was just what I had in my stash, so I'm just going to sprinkle it over the top. Okay, and then I've got a little awl here, so I'm going to slide this over. I'm just tapping off the excess and laying it down on my cookie sheet. Putting it on a cookie sheet like this helps it emboss a little faster, a little more evenly. All right, so we're just going to take the excess and put it back into the bottle. Put that over there. Close it up. All right, we're going to heat this with a heat tool. This is not a hair dryer. I've got a second pan underneath my first pan here, so I'm just holding it up so it doesn't warp my mat underneath, okay? Oh, they get 15 chipboard pieces of dragonflies and dragonfly elements, things I thought would go with them. We're going to use a couple pieces of the chipboard here in just a moment. I'm moving my hand back and forth and I'm watching to see if the embossing powder is melting. And I can kind of tell because it gets shiny. That's why I keep moving my heat tool. So I'm just moving over to the other one. I thought these were just really pretty. If you want a more vibrant color, for example, this blue would have really popped if I had painted the chipboard white first, let that paint dry, then come in with the Versamark and then the embossing powder, and this would really pop. But I kind of like this dark on here. I don't know, it was just kind of cool, I thought, because it was a little bit darker. Oh, here, let me get the pan out of the way. It's flashing. All right. So now we've got this guy. That'll go right here. What do you think? There you go. Yeah, melted a mat. It's not smart to melt a mat. You're giving in, Julie. Hey, before you order something, Julie, message me and I'll give you a coupon code. We'll talk about, tell me what you want, and I'll make sure it's not going to change your shipping too much, if any. You like it, Tori? Isn't that gorgeous? I just love how it came out. Okay, Julie wanted me to do some embossing powder with this dragonfly. So, let me see something. Okay, we'll do it. I'll do it on my next page because we're done with this one. And I don't think it needs more embossing powder. Do you like it? Yeah, you want the just triple, yes, you can do that as well. You can add layers of clear over the top of it. You could add a layer of clear glitter over the top of that, and it would really just deepen it up. But I love how that turned out. Okay, so there is our next page. There was the other page that I made before. Okay, so let's set this all over here. Try not to lose any of the goodies out of there. And we're going to move on to our last page. Getting all the goodies out, getting it ready. All right, so we've got a coffee dye piece of paper, y'all. And blue, exactly. You love it? Thank you so much. I want stamps, Julie says. Triple emboss. Yeah, triple emboss, Suzanne. Just keep adding embossing powder. Just don't touch it until it's cool. All right, so I'm trying to remember what I did. Okay, we'll do this first. So I've got from the Dragonfly kit, the Find Your Wings. I always say that wrong. Find Your Wings. I'm going to stamp this in the corner here like that. If I did this right, I did it on both sides. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to flip this over and we're going to stamp it right here. Okay. So that's another of that set of 4 stamps. I've now used all 4, but all but one. I've used all but one. Here, I'll even show you on the... I'm putting them on a block. Not very straight, but I'm putting them on a block so you could see that there's 4 different stamps, and you can get the extra words. So you can either stamp this, just the label by itself, or you can add words to it, whatever you like. Alrighty, so now we have this little space. So I think I want to use this Stitches stamp. So I'm going to line that up. Get me a scrap of paper here. I'm going to stamp where it's coming off the page. So I'm turning the page and making sure my stamp is stuck on the block so that I can see it a little better, and then we'll stamp. Okay, I'll do it again on this side. All right, we got that part. So now I got all these little goodies out here. All right, so down here in this corner, I wanted to add a little text spot. So I happen to have a piece of chipboard or cardboard, card stock on my desk, and I cut it in half because that was the size of it. And I had this scrap of paper, and I just sewed around it. It's about almost 2.5 inches wide by almost not quite 1.5 inches tall. Okay, and we're going to glue it down here in this corner. But before I glue that, I've got a scrap of book page that I thought would look kind of cool back here in this background. So I want to glue this down first. Kind of away from the corner. It's just a scrap, okay? And I don't have anything on the other side. Where's my stamp? Oh, there it is. I couldn't find the stamp. All right, so this is from the Bloom Cube, I think it's called. I'm having fun using this one because I'm stamping it kind of above, and then we're going to glue this on top so it looks like it's coming out of our little tuck spot. Okay, so I'm going to put that right here. I like it. Okay, so now I'm going to take the Find Your Wings from the kit, and I'm going to glue it like it's a tuck spot pocket. So I'm just going to put a little glue on the top, sides I mean, and the bottom. And leave that middle, that U shape, open. And we're going to put it right in the middle of this rectangle. Okay, I'm going to flip this over and let's work on this side. Same concept. I'm just going to take a piece of paper and put it over here. We're going to stamp over it. I was trying to find a way to dress up a coffee dyed paper with the colors that I like. You know, blending it in with the rest of the kit, and that's what I thought, just a little pop of color on it so you don't overwhelm the page. Oh, I almost forgot to stamp my flower. There we go. I was talking away. Okay, on this side I've just got a little dragonfly that I'll just center and glue down. What now? Oh, squirrel, squirrel! I see it now. Sorry, I couldn't see it. Wow, it's 4:15. All right, I'm going to lay this on top of here. Y'all do the raffle. Let me get a drink of water. All righty. Oh, yeah, we've got... I've got another mop-up page This is growing. All right, so we're going to give away 2 journal kits, little mini kits. Are y'all ready? Are you ready to rumble? I'm focused, man. We got camera issues. All right. I'm focused. I'm busy. Well, Robin would drive over here if she had a car. I need to leave her our car. Can't distract them no matter how you try. Exactly, Eric. All right. Ada's in the raffle. Ready, Tori says. Okay. So I'm going to pick the next winner. All right. The first winner to get one of these mini journals is Your Way Crafting. Well, it's a good thing since I owe you a package already. I'll put that in your box, Your Way. Alrighty, and let's pick a second winner. Make sure that Robin got that. Did Robin get it? Your Way Crafting. All right, Robin got it. All right, so the next winner is... Yeah, you're welcome. All right. Bevy's Crafty Bevy's Crafty Plans. Congratulations. Hey, Bevy, make sure you go over to my website, lindaisrael.com, and that I get your mailing address. If you can create a user account, it makes it easier because I'm not sure if I recognize you as one of my customers or not. So if I already have your information, then just leave me a message. Hey, you've got my information, woman. All right, we're going to reset this, and we're going to give away mop-up papers. Mop-up papers. Oh, I got to put an exclamation point in there, I think. All right. Open giveaway. So these are papers that I have made today. Believe it or not, I made all of these papers today. And I'm just going to keep cramming them in here. If I have some more on my desk, when I get done cleaning up, they'll go in there. So y'all enter the raffle. And while y'all are entering the raffle, I'm going to give you something to ooh and ah about. And I'm going to take a moment to... go to the facilities. That's my new Midori fabric. What do you think of that? I'll be right back. Everybody stretch. Everybody stretch. I'm back. Quit talking about me. You like the fabric? So we can print directly on fabric. It's called a direct-to-garment printer. So just imagine, if you will, this big printer like you use for your digital kits, but it's just bigger, and it can print on fabric, and it's permanent. So it can become a t-shirt, it can become a book bag or something like that. Thank you, Barb, for your donation. Thank you, Tanya, for your donation. Suzanne, Raven, Cherie, Bevies, Janice, Rhonda, Sherry again, and Margarita, Ada, not me, Margie, and Robin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I said, you know, I want to have my own pattern of fabric. And I did this a while back where I used some of my gel prints and I made one for the steampunk journal. I have one of those printed right now. And I got it to playing around with the materials, and I was talking to Narilla. I said, hey, could you help me make this image right for printing? Because we didn't need the white background. And I didn't want the indicator that where the fold in the center of the journal was, and she made it the right size. And then I did a tutorial showing y'all how to put this together. Thank you so much, Barb. Thank you so much. So you can buy the kit to make your own in my shop. I might make some for sale, but don't count on it because it takes me a while to make them and I have to up my price, which I've already done on the others. Oh, okay. Y'all into the raffle? No, Julie, those are Beeline Designs and my stamps. That's how many I offer in my shop, is 604 rubber stamps. All right, so we've stamped on this side. You like the way that looks? Isn't that kind of cute? So I've got here from the kit, this one's got little dragonflies all the way around. I just thought that would be super cute in the pocket. You kind of see the flowers. And then there's a little mini file folder in the kit. So I'm going to fold that over and use my bone folder. And that's going to go right here. And then earlier I used the tiny postcard stamp. And I stamped a tiny postcard. And this is going to fit right there. What do you think? So that would be the page. So that's how I'm adding color, but not overpowering the coffee dyed page. You like it? All right. So now, but wait, there is more. We're going to put that in the spray box. I'm going to flip this over. And there it is. Okay. So I've got from the chipboard pieces, this is a little like lavender type stem. And I'm going to come, okay, I want to come this way. And this one I'm going to put it right about there. So I'm positioning them in the corners where I think I want them to be, okay? And then I'm going to grab the Dancing Dragonflies Tattered Angels. So this is how you can use those chipboard, and this is how I'm coloring it with the item that's coming in the kit. So you don't have to feel like, well, Linda, that's not in the kit. Well, you can still order it. All right, so I'm going to take my spray, and I'm just going to spray in these corners, okay? And I can go darker or lighter. And actually, I think I ended up using a different color. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of the blue water. There, I like that. Kind of gives it a little more depth. All right, so I'm going to dry it with my heat tool. And then we'll take it out of the box. You love this page, Ada? Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I like to dry it so that it's easier to pick up and maneuver. So I've got these two pieces, and then we're going to take this out of the box. And move the box out of the way. All right, so we've got this part. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these on the opposite pages. And I made that negative in the background. And then we moved the positive to the other page. So we kind of made our own little texture background on our coffee dyed paper. Enjoy your dinner. Thank you so much, Tori, for being here. I'm just putting little dots of glue on the back. You don't need a lot. Okay. And we'll put that one right there. You like that, Kimberly? Isn't that kind of cool? That's why I wanted to add those. And I think I may end up adding these as rubber stamps because I think I would like being able to stamp in that shape. Wouldn't y'all? So I think I'm going to add these as rubber stamps to my shop. All right. So up here in the corner, I want to do some stamping. So I've got the leafy branch here. And I want to stamp this kind of with the leaves coming in from the top a little. So it kind of makes a little frame in the corner. And we'll do it again on this side. So again, what I'm doing, you know, if you are a vintage person, you don't have to use the blue. You could use a different shade of brown, okay, than the background, like copper penny would look really cool, spritz like that in the corner and swap it, and you're still going to get that muted antique look. You like this technique, Ada? Thank you. Right, you wouldn't have to die cut yours out anymore? Okay, Robin, I'll do that. Okay. Yeah, you could stamp it out a strong backing and put it on a paper clip. Yeah, exactly. You like that? Thank you. Alrighty, so I glued those down, and then up here I've got the dragonfly again. So this is the bigger dragonfly. And we're going to stamp it kind of, at an angle here. And then we'll do the same over here. Did you know when dragonflies die, they lose their color? And that's part of the reason why people don't really collect them. Because even though they were beautiful when they were alive, when they die, they lose their color. And they're not like butterflies. All right, so I have the dream from one of the little new word sets. I think I want to put it this way. We'll do it like that. Okay, so I was going to do one more technique for Julie, and that was, I wanted to do some embossing. So I think what I'll do, I don't know how well this stamp's going to work because this is my prototype stamp. Wait for the doctor. They're busy. They have places to go and people to see now, young lady, young man. Don't you be disrespecting me. All right, so I'm going to take this dragonfly and I'm going to stamp it, I think, right here. And we're going to do it in the blue embossing powder, okay? So I'm going to move this out of the way just so I don't flip it off. And I'm going to get my scrap of paper so I can catch the embossing powder. And I don't know how well it's going to work because this is not the stamp. This is a bad sample stamp. All right. Let's see what happens. Hey, it picked up the color. I wasn't sure if it would. All right, I want to do that one more time because I want this journal page to have that as well. So I'm just going to set it aside for a second. All right. All right, let me get my tray after I put the lid on the embossing powder. Here's my embossing tray. I don't know. All right. Close up the ink. And kind of layer them on top of each other. And we'll heat it up. Gotta be in it to win it. Oh my goodness. Well, have y'all had a good weekend? Did you do anything fun? I worked a lot. I've added a lot of new products to my shop. I can't believe that I have my own line of rubber stamps now. I've always wanted to have my own line. I love this Dragonfly and the embossing powder. So I hope y'all are enjoying what I'm doing. I like it. Do you like it? Is that what you wanted to see, Julie? It's one of the Dragonflies. Yeah, and the blue Tattered Angels on the page. How that turned out. I kind of mixed in that other turquoisey on top, and I thought that made it look really cool. So, oh, I forgot to do a step. I was going to do the leafy branch around the outside edge. We can still do that. I got ahead of myself. So I'm just going to stamp. I just thought it helped kind of bring it all together. It framed it. I forgot to do that. You see there? That make it better? We like it. We like it. We like it. You need 2 weekends off. I know it sure does. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, so let me clean off my desk here. And I think I need to show you the journal page that I made on a recording. So it'll be a tutorial in probably tomorrow because I got it all recorded today. I just need to edit the video. So I'm hoping I can work on that a little bit tonight. I think we're going to use that embossing powder again. Okay. Put the rubber stamps out of the way. Get the rubber stamps out of the way. Get the other things out of the way. Okay. So there is a page that we made. And so this is what I made as a recording for y'all. So I show in the recording how I made this page with stamping and layers and lots of color. So that's a page that we're going to put in this journal today. Uh-oh, I just lost the card. Where'd it go? Don't do that. And then I have this page we just made. So I'm kind of looking, I didn't really make a true center focal page this time. So we have this page. All right, I'm thinking maybe I'm going to reverse this one. And it's going to be my center, unless we like this better. Maybe we like the one with the music. Do we want that as the center of our journal? Or do we want that as the center of our journal? I'm kind of leaning towards that one. I kind of like that. You love all the Jutons? Thank you. You just love the colorfuls? I love it. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, Margarita. Thank you, Robin. We like it. We love it. We want more of it. That Dragonfly stuff is just awesome, isn't it, Morgan? All right. I think that's going to be the center. So I'm going to put that right there. I think this will go here. All right. So those are the pages that I made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we have 4 printed pages. So I'll just show those to you in case you didn't see the recorded video flip through. So this is one of the pages. I'm thinking maybe right about here. And then this is one of the pages. So maybe we'll put it right here. And then I like this page a lot. I'm trying to decide which one I like better. You agree, Julie? Thank you. You like that one? Thank you so much, Heather. Thank you so much. This is my favorite kit so far. I like that one. So this is one side. I think that's going to be our first page. And then I've got this one. I love it too. Norella's really done a fabulous job with this kit. You can get this as a digital download or as a physical kit. All right, so I'm going to kind of look here. I think I want it like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so I've got 10, and I'm just going to make it as if I was using the kit. It would be 100-pound cardstock. I folded it in half. Thank you, Tanya, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. On the inside, I put the corner embellishments that come in the subscription box, and I also put in the postcard that comes in the box. I had a couple of elements that I did not use, so I may put them in an envelope. In fact, I'll do that now because I see an envelope. So these are the elements I did not use, like a little lotus flower, one for each kit, and this little flag. And then this said light, and this said dainty. And then there was a couple of dragonflies. So I'll put those into an envelope, and y'all can have them. That keeps stuff off my desk. So I'll just put that in the cover. Okay, where's the other cover? There it is. Now, you could spend the time with some tulip dimensional glitter paint and color in the wings on the dragonflies to make them iridescent. You could add some of the sentiments onto the front of the journal. I'm going to leave it for you, the winner of the journal, to choose. All right, so we're going to bind this journal. It's going to take me a couple minutes to do that. Bind both journals, so I'll have both of them. And if you want a chance to win one of these, just make a donation of any dollar amount. I greatly appreciate your support. Thank y'all for being here and hanging out with me. We'll basically what we'll do is I'll put the journals together. We'll draw the last winner for the mop-up pages. And then as we do the flip through, we'll have the last raffle, which is for the journal. So only those who have donated will have an opportunity to win one of these journals. So I'm just going to line it up. It's 8.5 by 11 papers. Almost all of them are the same size. I got stuck in a rut using the same size papers. I know, guys and gals. So I'm going to try to do better with the kit for next Monday, which I'll be using the large journal kit. So it will be 2 completely different journals that I'll be putting together. But at the same time, they will be very similar because I will do the same type of idea where I make a page and we may stamp it, and then I'll try to figure out what embellishment could be used in place of if I didn't get 2 of them. I'm rambling. Do y'all understand? You threw $8 in. Well, thank you, Eric. Thank you so much, Lori. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Kimberly, Barb, Tanya again. And let's see, Suzanne and her husband, Jerry, I believe. And Raven and Sherry and Bevies and Janice and Rhonda and Sherry again. And Margarita and Ada and Margie and Robin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I've got those stacked up. I'm just going to grab my giant paper clips right now and paper clip this together and set it aside so it doesn't run off. And let's go ahead and stack these together. That is funny that it adds a penny. I wonder if it's to keep from fraud. Thank you, Rhonda, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It may be a setting on your user account. All right, I'm liking it. It's so colorful. And I didn't even use all the pages that you guys get. You just don't realize how much stuff is in this subscription box. You get a lot of stuff. All right, so we're going to set that one aside for a second. And to keep it from moving on me, I'm going to put another paper clip. Okay. All right, so we're going to do 3 times the height of our journal. So I'll do wax linen thread 1, 2, and 3. Since I'm making 2 journals, I'll just cut twice the length, or a little bit shorter. It's okay. Put that back in my junk journal tools so that I know where they are. I'm going to go ahead and thread my needle. That way I don't lose it. Yep. Oh, come on, Morgan. You can do it. Hit the dollar sign. Or go to Streamlabs. If you do it on YouTube, YouTube gets 30%. If you go to Streamlabs, I get almost all of it. I think they take like 3%, 4%. It's a big difference. All right, so I have a 3-hole template to do a pamphlet stitch, and I've got the Tim Holtz craft pick. So I'm just going to make sure my pages are V'd up and then go down. I've got a piece of fun foam underneath my journal, so I'm not gouging my tabletop. Okay. Oh, I got it caught. I need a new template. And I offer some bookbinders needles in my shop. These are very strong, so they don't bend. And they're small because they're the same size as the Tim Holtz craft pick. So you're not making a bigger hole when you're doing your bookbinding. Start in the center for doing a pamphlet stitch. If you need a tutorial, I do have a couple of tutorials on how to do a pamphlet stitch. I do it really simply. I use some scraps of paper so you can see how easy it is to put it together. Just practice. Get some scraps of paper and just practice. Now I'm making sure that I keep the strings taut so that they're not getting any loops in them or slack. Okay, and then I'm going to slip it under this one up here. Don't catch on the edge of my journal. All right, so it's tied on the outside. It's tied on the inside. We're going to tie a square knot. 1 and 2. And I'm just going to cut it off just past the journal page. And remove the paper clips and set this aside. And these are going to be the same, so we're just going to flip through one because I did the same basic thing in them. Oh, I had an adventurous weekend because my printer here at the house ran out of ink. And I ran out of ink because on my subscription for my instant ink, one box I got was defective, and I, like the dummy that I am, did not contact Hewlett-Packard to tell them that I had a defective one. I just thought, well, they're getting ready to send me one anyway, and when they did, they sent me one. So I had to contact customer support and say, look, I had a bad cartridge. I need a cartridge. Can you get them sent to me? I think they're sending me more than one. I hope. All right, so we're going to start in the center. So I had to go up to Henry's shop and use his printer, which is so slow. I started printing at 11:30 in the morning, and I left at a little after 4 p.m. in the afternoon. I printed 1 copy of each of the kits. So I printed the subscription box kit, I printed the planner kit, I printed the large journal kit, I printed the mini kit, and it took all day long. Get pissed at knitting needles. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the journals are bound, and I think I want to stamp in them. I have this journal made by da 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 da. We have this as a stamp now. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Alright, so I'm going to go back here, get my black ink out, and I think I'll stamp it right here. Yay! Alright, let's put this up. Alright, let's do that again. And then I can sign them. Yay! Put the stamp back where it belongs. All right, let's get my pen. Four, 26, 20, 21. I took the whole top. What is it? I say 4. There we go. So, thank you so much, Meanie. All right, let's see here. Ding, ding, ding. Is this? Yes, that stamp is in my store. The stamp is in my store. All right, hang on. That stamp's in my store. All right, so here's what I would do if this was going to be my journal. I would make my journal cover, my Midori journal cover. I'd grab one of these bands and pop it in here. And there's room for me to add more journals to my cover. So there's your incentive to make your own cover. Now I have instructions on making it exactly the way that I have it. There is enough fabric if you work it. You can make your spine thicker this way, okay? I did not mention that in the videos. Alrighty, so I signed them. Okay, I thought you were me, Morgan. I thought that was you, Meanie. Thank you so much for your donation. Thank you, Margie, Rhonda, Tanya, Eric, Lori, Kimberly, Barb, Tanya again, Suzanne, Raven, Sherry, Bevies, Janice, Rhonda again, Sherry again, Margarita, Ada. So glad to have you here, Ada. And Margie again with a big, huge donation of $40. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Margie. And then Robin. Thank you so much, Robin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Ada. All right. So, technology, not simpatico. Let's pick the winner of the mop-up papers. So, that winner is, are you ready? Heather Blood. Congratulations, Heather. I think do you get the subscription box and the stencil club? I'm trying to remember. My brain, it hurts sometimes. All right. So, all those people who I called off a moment ago, they donated. So, this is our last raffle in Control V. Okay. And this is for one Dragonflies journal. I'll have giveaway 2, so you can win 1. So I'll call 2 different names. Only those who've donated are eligible as my thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. And I will have some giveaways later on in the week. Next week, where I think I have a journal I might be able to put in a raffle to give away as a freebie for next week. So y'all want to come back next week because I'm going to try to show you some more ideas and techniques that hopefully inspire you. All right, so let's go through this journal while y'all get entered in on the raffle. And again, they're both basically the same. The only difference is going to be where I use some of the papers of the pockets, you know. They're a little different. So this is the Dancing Dragonflies Subscription Box. This is my stencil design that Norella used. And then over here, we use the stencil, we rubber stamp, we layered on the kit. I made a rubber stamp there. And then, uh-oh. No, don't have stuck. Okay, there we go. And we made a little card. Then I added the cards from the Dragonfly kit, and we've got this little border. Come on now, camera, cooperate. And then the little tiny library card. I just love it. And then we did some embossing so we could have that sparkly. I did some stamping prior to the video, but here's where we made that pocket that we sewed. So we did a little bit of sewing today. No, it's not too late. You can still donate, Heather. And here's where we made the little file folder. And remember, some of these pages flip out. So if your paper is too big, you know, repurpose it. You know, another thing you could have done is made this into a pocket on that page if you wanted. So just kind of look at it a little differently. Thank you, Heather, for your donation. Use some of the kit again. This is the printed portion of the kit. I'll wait for Heather's little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Time for more water. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then here's our page where, you know, if we don't have anything in the pocket, it's still really cute. And then you add to the pocket and you get that pop of color, especially since we did the dragonfly above. And then doing the chipboard with the tattered angels on this side. So it blends it to the page next to it, doesn't it? With the splatters. Thank you all for being here today. Are you sure it's water in those containers? Yes, Margarita. Little card. And this is the collage paper that I'll have a tutorial for you tomorrow. So you can take a look at it. Stamping in the mop-up papers. This is a text spot. So if you have a journal card you want to stick in there. And I don't hardly ever put anything on the printed pages, so this gives you an opportunity if you want to add an additional pocket or text spot. I like how the little card turned out. And then the layers on here. I like to do it this way. Get the proper color with the dragonflies. And this, I made the center. I just thought that was really pretty, how this came together. Okay. Love the little file folder. Well, thank you. What is glug glug? Oh, one of them is a Coca-Cola and one is water. One was a Coca-Cola. I needed my sugar fix. I love it. And Norella's not even here. I haven't seen her in the chat. Using all my different rubber stamps, Beverly stamps, mixing it all together. Worked out really well. See, we could even make this background by stamping in a light color ink. Like I did the dragonfly in the middle. Isn't that cool when you can do something like that? So it splits it. And this, remember, is a little pad, a little notepad. You can use the back. Then the layers, the dragonfly. Thank you so much, Tanya. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's the little pocket. And a little cute library card. I love it. Man, I don't get to keep one. I'm going to have to make my own when I get ink in my printer. I love it. I hope that y'all like it too. The only difference between these is this paper may look a little different in places, and then this little portion. It's the same images. It's just the paper itself is going to be a little bit different. So I don't think it really matters. All right, we're going to pick which is the winner. You love the Dragonfly kit? Thank you, Janice. Thank you, Julie. Can't wait to get this kit, Morgan. Yay! Thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't done so, please do so. Hey, before we get out of here, I did, Barb. I did sign them. Please give this video a thumbs up. When I'm done Come back and leave a comment down below what you thought about today's live stream. What was your favorite part? If you have any questions, do use that down there. It helps me on YouTube be seen as a that we're communicating with each other. So keep that open dialogue, not just you watching and then taking off. Does that make sense? So yeah, leave me a message. I greatly appreciate it. All right, let's pick the first winner. I'll be back next week. I will be working on the large journal kit, which has 2 covers. It has 8 two-sided pages. It has 6 fussy cut elements. It's $14.99 for the printed kit, or you can get it as a digital download as well. Alrighty, so let's pick the winner. I think everybody's in here. We got Barb, Margie. Where's Margie? Yep, there's Margie. We got Rhonda, Janice, Heather, and Jerome, who is actually Suzanne, and Robin, and Morgan, and Margarita, Suzanne, Tanya, Braven, Kimberly, Sherry, Eric, and Lori. I think that's everybody. Bevies. Did you get in there, Bevies? I don't see Bevies. Bevies, you still here? Did you have to leave? I'll give you another second. Margarita, did you get in? Margarita's in. Who am I missing? There's a couple of y'all donated twice. Thank you so much. Oh, Tanya. Tanya, did I call your name? T-Chan. Tanya Chan. Yep, you're in there. Okay. And Heather Blood. Did I call Heather? Okay, Bevy's got in. Yay! Okay, I'm glad I said something. And Morgan, did you get in? I think I said your name. Yep, Morgan. And Sherry. Yep. All right. Y'all ready? Are y'all tired of me stalling? You need it. If I win, I want whatever journal the other person doesn't want. Oh, my goodness. Sewing. Oh, you were sewing. You were sewing. Gotcha, babies. All right. Let's pick the winner. All right. The winner is Tanya Chan. You congratulations. You get one of these journals. Woo-hoo! You haven't been in a couple of weeks, so that's a good job for you coming in and swooping a win. All right, let's pick the next winner. And the second winner is... Da, 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 da. Are y'all ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm making sure Robin got it. You're very welcome, Tanya. All right. Yay! All right, I'm getting ready to pick the next winner. I want to make sure that Robin saw that. Okay, she did. All right, giveaway. Pick a winner. Because she takes my notes. When I get done with the live stream, I couldn't tell you who won. Baby's Crafty Plans. Good job. Congratulations. You won. That's that beginners, coming as a new follower that happens quite frequently, it seems like. Hey, make sure that I have your mailing address, and I'll get this mailed out to you probably this week or next week. Depends on my funds for shipping on Wednesday. All right, everybody. Well, I'll be back next week. I do already have the other scheduled for next Monday. I don't have it scheduled on Facebook yet, but I did have it scheduled here on YouTube, so you should be able to see that link. I'll be sharing it on my social medias. Hey, did y'all get my newsletter? If you did, I'd love to have your feedback on my newsletter that I sent out. And let's see, what else? If you have questions, let me know. Again, those of you that are getting a subscription box, but you want to add additional items, message me with kind of what you're going to get, or put it in your cart so I can take a look at your cart. And then I can tell you if it's going to cost additional shipping or not. In most cases, it's free. So let's take advantage of that, because I know shipping is expensive and I want to save y'all some money. All righty. Thank you, Lori. You were, oh, that's right, Margarita. You were a Mercy winner. That's right. That's exactly right. Oh, dear. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I greatly appreciate it. And I hope y'all have an amazing week. Come back, look for my tutorials. Tanya just got a coupon code. Look for my tutorials that I'll be putting out. So I'm going to do one for that journal page. I'm also going to do one. I think Henry's cutting me a library pocket card, I hope. If not, I'll get one tomorrow. I plan to play with my full-size library card and a couple other of my rubber stamps. We're going to add some more stamps too. You're very welcome, everybody. Yay, Morgan, I'm glad you had fun. Thank you for being here. And I hope you learned something or inspired to create. We all do our journals differently. We do them in the style that we love. There is no wrong way to create a junk journal, so have fun doing it. And in my case, I like to mix a lot of color in my pages. My junk will be book pages. Sometimes I'll use a box or two from some food product that didn't get food on it per se. But I like to mix all the different colors that I can together. All right, everybody. Y'all have an amazing week, and I'll see you in the chats and whatnot. I don't know yet. I'm working on trying to put a video for Thursday as a live premiere at 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I don't know if I'll get that done, but that's something that I'm working on, is getting that done. I think I'll be working on that tomorrow. All right, everybody. Y'all have an amazing day. Yes, I'm going to. A library card pocket to fit the teeny tiny one would be cool. I'm going to do that, Margie. I'm going to show y'all some ideas for that. Alrighty, we're going to get off here, eat some dinner. Y'all have a great week. Bye. Love you lots, everybody.